Definitely.
Yeah.
Had you always wanted to be a cabinet maker, or did you was that something that you kind of got into after school?
I actually, in high school, because I finished school, I didn't finish school year 12. I left in year 11. Started year 11, I dropped out
Oh, yep.
to do cabinet making. Not because I really, really wanted to, but just I didn't want to be at school. So,
Sounds exactly like me.
yeah,
Exactly the
so
same
I was
story.
just like, I enjoyed being at school for the social aspect of it. And like I enjoy being around people and that, but as far as like the school academic side of it goes, it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I did actually just like a work placement, and that one just, I don't know, I can't remember how I got into it, but yeah, I went there and I was doing it sort of one afternoon a week or whatever, and I think they offered me like part-time work.
Yeah, nice.
And so I kind of just like fell into it.
Yeah.
But I do remember like grade 9, I think it was, Mr. Seeley. I think it's okay.
What school was that at?
Wynnum High.
I've heard of a Mr. Seeley because my brother went to Wynnum High.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mr. Seeley.
What did he teach?
Woodwork and amongst
Yeah.
other things.
My brother used to always talk about Mr. Seeley.
Yeah, so Mr. Seeley, he I don't want to talk bad about anyone. He's a nice enough guy, but I just remember him like I must have done a dodgy job of something. And I remember him saying to me, "Oh, I don't think you've really got the knack for this." So I don't know if like deep down like that sort of sunk in or like sat there and yeah. So once I got into the cabinet making shop, and that was like a more commercial one, I loved it. And like I just loved probably because I was a young guy too, and I don't know, I thought I was cooler than all the guys at school because I was
Still
working
doing it,
so yeah, it was cool, and I sort of I just got into it then, and I just knew that I didn't want to go back to school full time. So that was kind of it. The rest kind of, I worked at a few different places off and on, but I even went back to TAFE. I went to TAFE rather to do carpentry.
Okay.
And do year 11 as well.
All right. Yeah.
But even like I did the carpentry course, but I didn't think I even finished the year 11 part of it. I couldn't do it.
For you
I just couldn't do it. Yeah. So I'm sure it would have benefited me. But I married a teacher, so she sort of she looks after us there.
Then.
Yeah,
Danny
that's
used
right.
to be a teacher.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think I knew that.
Yeah. And I quit school at year 11.
Did you?
Yeah, to become a Sparky.
And what school were you at?
I was at Redlands for 1 year.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, and then I did the voc ed, like the vocational education
Yep.
thing.
Yeah.
And then I was like, no more. So I actually finished year 11, but then over the Christmas holidays,
Yeah.
I was like, Mum and Dad, I don't want to go back to school.
Yeah.
They said,
That'll do.
great, but you got to find an apprenticeship. And so I fell into the electrical. So
And same sort of like you went looking for electrical, or you no?
not really. Like my dad was a Sparky.
Yeah.
He was a Marine Sparky.
Yeah.
He just retired like last year, I think.
Yeah.
And,
Right.
So it was kind of the thing to fall into, and he had a mate who was the owner of this business.
Yeah.
I think he was actually. It's weird that I think the owner of the business was originally my dad's apprentice or something.
Right.
But then,
Yeah. Okay.
But this guy was similar. The owner of the business, it was him and his other fella, and they owned this massive electrical business.
Yeah.
You would never ever think that they were electricians.
Yeah.
They just walk around their suit and
Yeah.
ties.
Yeah.
So I fell into that, and then I reckon probably a little bit different to you though. I reckon by the end of my first year, I was like, "What have I done?"
Yeah. Yeah. Mistake. Yeah. Control Z. I want to go back. Yeah. Okay.
But
yeah.
it was kind of like, well, going back means going back to school.
Yeah.
I might as well just finish this thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a long 4 years. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh, I mean, don't get me wrong. I certainly had lots of moments where I was donezo.